What if I was in haikyu? Let's go. We left off last time with them all being depressed. Let's get back into it. So, after a while, they finally get back to the gym to start practicing. When the coach gets there, he's like, wow, let's do the training, they all do their bowing thing, everything will go normal, irrelevant to the story. Until we reach... Damn it, I already forgot. Okay, I'm kidding. Until they reach the Tokyo thingy. When the coach would come in, when Takio or whatever his name is, would tell them that they're going to Tokyo, but you have to pass your grades. So, Kaguya and Hinata would be like, no! And he said, all of them would say no, we're the ones that aren't smart. Christian says, calm down, guys, I'll help you study. He says, they all say, what do you know? He says, I'm the smartest kid in my class with all A's. I'm pretty sure I can help you. They say, teach me now! And he says, God damn. Guys, I don't have A's in actual classes. Just saying. He says, come on, I'll teach you guys later. Whose house are we going to study? He said, Takiya, whatever that kid's name is, the dude with like the buzz cut whose hair looks like he's almost bald. Basically, when they would head to his house, Christian would say, yo, Hinata, you guys coming? Yo, Hinata, Kageyama, you guys coming to help? You guys want help? They say, yes. So about 10 people are at his house. He starts to talk. After a couple of days of studying, and he shows them everything, he says, dang it. So, when the exam would start, well, actually, when the coach would hear that they're starting to get better, he says, oh yeah, and that Christian kid, the coach starts to get sad. He says, he probably has bad grades. He went, oh no, does he have bad grades? He says, that kid's excelling. And he goes, so basically on the day of going to Tokyo, on the day of the exam thingy, some miraculously how, Hinata and Kageyama still somehow fail. When Kageyama and Hinata help Christian, he punches them both in the face and says, you idiots! How? I trained you all. I literally taught you all for 20 hours. I am tired. Because of you two, I didn't get any sleep. Somehow you still failed? I am out. Coach, get me on the bus. He sleeps the entirety of the way. And everyone's like, why is he sleeping? And he says, you got a problem with me sleeping? He says, they all say, didn't you get sleep? Most of them, the ones that didn't go with Tadashi, the ones who didn't go with to the guy's house that Nishino's friend is, you know, the guy, the two that simp for Kyoka. Yeah, those. Basically, he would say, well, since Hinata and Kageyama didn't pass their exams, I am stuck, even though I taught them for 4 fucking hours. I taught them for 20 hours, and they didn't even know. They say, yeah, that's rough. He says, that's rough. Before, oh, I missed a certain detail, actually. Screw the Shiratori. Screw that. That'll go the same. I want to go over the thing where they meet the Oikawa dude. Not Okaya. The Shiratorizawa dude. Let me just swallow. I hate doing this. Okay, there we go. So during the race, after everyone goes, even Hinata and Kageyama, Christian would say, Nishinoya, you want to race? He says, sure. Christian says, when he goes, Christian blitzes so fast. They're like, he's like, even smoke is coming from behind it. Like, gas is coming, not gas, yeah, like, smoke is coming from behind him when he runs. He's like, ah! He's immediately right next. He breaks through Hinata and Kageyama saying, ah! Appearing into the gas station, he says, what took you two so long? And he says, wait, where are we? He says, oh, wait, this is the place where that Shiro Torizawa guy plays. And he says, someone said my name. He says, oh my god, it's him. He says, my name is Kazumi Koji from Karasuno High. He says, oh, you're that kid who somehow jumps 35 feet in the air, who can jump 30 feet in the air. He says, Christian says, yep, that's me. Hinata and him say, stop lying, you can only jump 20 feet. He says, no, I've actually reached a new record. They say, wow. He says, how do you even do that? He says, probably, Christian says, soon I'm gonna get a new name. They're gonna say, what name? People are gonna start calling me the trampoline. And they're gonna be like, why? Do you not see how high I jump? I jump so high in the air. I'm literally gonna be I'm literally gonna be called the Crow soon, because I'm gonna be flying. He says, the Shiro Torizawa, I guess, is, I don't believe you either way. I don't believe the human body can't jump that high. Christian says, yeah, be a hater. So when he would go, they would follow him to his school, which is kind of weird. That's kind of like stalking. When they would, and a ball would come out, the Shiro Torizawa guy was about to grab him. Christian jumps so high that it's above, his foot is above the guy's head, and kicks the ball up to his hand and says, and flings it, saying, really? You really think that after the myth, the legend, me, the guy who somehow miraculously can jump way too high than he should be able to, the guy who should have been literally dead, well, not the guy who should literally be dead, the guy who should literally, actually, yeah, the guy should have broken his legs. He says, well, was that enough to prove it to you? He says, and then he says, Albajosai is nothing without Oikawa. Christian and Hinata look at him. Christian's eyes are actually red, so he gets slit-like eyes. He goes, oh, really? He says, I bet the three of us. Christian says, I bet the three of us could take down your entire team. He goes, Hinata and Kageyama are like, no, we can't. He says, no matter what you say, I won't change your decision because you can't even beat Alba Joe. Christian says, I will prove to you that we can absolutely destroy Alba Joe. And you are on my last list, who I want to destroy. You're the person who I want to absolutely destroy in a game. Because once I do, you're going to live to regret the day you ever underestimated me. Because I am the high flyer. I can fly super high. I'm like a crow. All those names you heard about Karasuno, like the wingless crows? Nah, we the armored winged crows. We're gonna go to Tokyo, and we're gonna wreck you guys. He says, I don't care how good you are, you'll never be as good as me at jumping, speed, or any of that skill category. Not even Oikawa can jump as high as I can. If you'd like to see, I could show you why I'm chosen, why I'm called the Armored Crow. Okay, yeah, that's his new nickname. He says, I can show you why I'm called the Armored Crow. The Shiratori's guy starts to sweat, and he says, let's go. Now back to the main thing. Christian would say, and Kageyama and he'd just say, that was so cool! He says, you think? Thanks, guys. And they say, that was way too cool! He says, okay. You stood up to that Shiratorizawa guy and you even gave yourself a brand new nickname. He said, the Armed Crow? The Armored Crow? That's a good one? He says, yeah, that's a perfect nickname. You're like armored, and your hand is literally like a sword. Is literally like an axe. You slam that ball down super hard, and you're like a crow because you can fly almost. And even if you get punched, you won't go down. So that's a perfect nickname, he says. Well, thanks, guys. And that, guys, is going to be the end for this part, because I got to go look more